Legate, I have some ideas for how we might use the resources we've captured to improve our baths.
All is well, I hope.
At your service. Need something?
Which formation shall we use? Arceum Latius Extendite! Our ranks have reached the enemy lines. Catapultus Tendite! Enemy entities are charging our formation! Centuriones! Input! Praise Mars! The day is ours! Miseriamo! How do you wish to deploy? Shall we proceed? The enemy is deploying their tactical reserves! Centuriones! Imponere! The battle is won! Tabernaculla valetudinaria collocate!
Destiny sees to it that our interests are aligned once again. Let us meet in the court of heaven. Make your way at once, for it is ill-advised to make a goddess wait. Signed, Cleopatra Philopater, rightful queen of Egypt.
It seems Her Majesty has learned the value of brevity.
It would be nice to have a little more information to go on.
Legate, I have some ideas
quiet.
for how we might use the resources we've captured.
Our way.
Legate!
You certainly took your time. Charming, but difficult to believe. It is I who will allow you to win this war. Let us get down to business without further ado. It is my understanding that you need some kind of evidence against your opponent to be used in your Senate. Something to prove the existence of his business relations with my husband. Fortunately, my husband keeps thorough records of all such dealings. Ptolemy keeps all ledgers detailing his business transactions in his palace in Alexandria. We shall pay a visit to my dear husband. It might be beneficial for you to make his acquaintance, don't you think? That's not a problem. The people of Egypt will not prevent us from traveling, and my husband is probably looking for a reason to talk to me. Was it a secret? I didn't know. I have a very close relationship with secrets. They tend to reveal themselves to me. Assassination? Is that how your glorious republic works? I'm sure our enemies would never stoop so low. Jest notwithstanding, Ptolemy has very publicly offered us safe passage. Killing either of us now would ruin his reputation in perpetuity. War is not simply a matter of swords and shields. Surely an illustrious leader such as you would know this. A war is best won without spilling any blood. Splendid. I have already informed Ptolemy about our impending arrival. Let us quickly be on our way. This could give us an opportunity to end this war. I get the feeling Ptolemy is willing to parley. In the worst-case scenario, we get a splendid feast. I grow weary of the simple and repetitive food here. It is safer to travel separately. We shall meet in Alexandria.
We are ready to deploy the Legion. Testudinem formate! Our Legion has engaged the enemy. Architectures! One of our manifolds is about to break! Starte! Starte! We are victorious! Sinite milites exultare!
There you are. Well done. I have just arrived myself. Let us enter.
One moment. We need a solid plan before we go in.
I'm pretty sure the Legatus has a plan.
If I may provide one piece of advice, do not seem too friendly with Cleopatra. She and Ptolemy are already at war. If they sense how close your alliance is, the Pharaoh may find it prudent to have her executed.
You should invent a reason for our absence, but let us refrain from starting a fight we can't win. The palace is full of guards.
May Serapis bless this meeting of peace.
Welcome to Alexandria. We've been expecting your arrival. I hope you will like the accommodations.
You dare address this Roman instead of your rightful queen?
Forgive me, but she is not my queen.
Do my ears deceive me? Is this simpleton still talking to you? Is misguided a Roman euphemism for suicidal? You must kill him where he stands.
You hold no authority here.
How funny. He was clearly mistaken.
The Roman delegation has arrived. Inform the cooks.
Welcome to Alexandria, honored Romans. May Ra's light shine upon you.
Do not send servant girls to the quarters of the Senator's guards. Do you understand?
I do, but he asked for her by name.
I don't care. Send one of the men. If he complains, tell him to speak to me directly.
This is unacceptable. I need access to the library so I can continue my work.
Under no circumstances may the accountant be disturbed. Pharaoh's orders.
But I have a duty to continue the chronicle.
There's nothing I
finally
can do.
granted an audience to that strange priestess.
He did. I doubt she'll leave that throne room alive, the way she acts.
Do not wander off. You are in the palace of the most divine pharaoh of Egypt, and you will be watched closely.
I'm going! Stop chasing me, by the goddess!
You're lucky the pharaoh didn't have you executed, idiot girl.
Wow, rude! You want me to call down a curse of Ubasti upon you? Because I've just about had it with you people!
You can't curse me.
Try me, you'll see.
Just go home. The pharaoh is expecting important guests.
Huh? Oh, I'm Raya, priestess of Ubasti. I've had a really rough day.
The cat goddess. She is greatly revered among the people. How has my blithering fool of a husband offended you, dear?
It's a long story. Well, actually, I guess it's pretty short. He's throwing a festival of Serapis in Memphis. It's going to cause so much trouble. I waited here a month to get this audience and then... Oh, they were all counting on me back home, and I blew it. We worship the old gods in Memphis. He's doing this against the people's will. It's disrespectful. I may have lost my temper a little.
And yet your head is still attached to your shoulders. Perhaps my husband does retain some small measure of respect for the old gods.
I guess?
We're looking for a place where books and ledgers are kept. Do you know it?
The library? It's the building right over there. Good luck in there. I'm going to go find a corner to cry in.
You are a mess, girl. I will sit with you.
All right. Thank you. Do you like cats?
You are in the presence of Ptolemaeus Theos Philopator, he who rules over land and sea, this world and the other world, of the dead and of the living. He who is the face of the sun and the will of the Nile.
Hello, husband. You look particularly pathetic today.
It is always good to see you, honored wife.
It is customary to greet a foreign ruler with a bow.
She is right, Your Majesty, albeit undiplomatic. As leader of a legion, she is an extension of our Senate and bows only to the people of Rome.
Odd. You Romans are odd indeed. But I shall permit it.
Well, I think we are all sufficiently acquainted, so shall we begin?
Very well. There seems to be a lot of animosity between the different parties in this meeting. This kind of thing serves no one. Let us talk. I am sure we can reach a meaningful and satisfactory solution to our conflict. I am merely an advisor to His Majesty, here to protect Rome's trade routes. Legion? By Minoa, of course not. Marcellus and his men are here for my own protection. They are my Praetorian Guard.
A living god does not have friends.
His Majesty understands us and our objectives in this region. It is natural that this brings us together. There seems to be a minor disagreement between a husband and his wife. You seem to be taking sides. Ill-advised, in my opinion, but I'm sure there's nothing I can do to dissuade you. Marcellus, take Hortensius and help them. But do as you're told.
This is inconvenient. We need to find those documents, but we can't do it with Loco's men hanging around.
They don't look formidable. I think we can kill both of them easily.
I'd be really happy if we could get rid of them without leaving behind more corpses. Calida, you're good at talking to people. Invent a reason for at least two of us to leave. Or be less charming, maybe, so I can send you away to find those ledgers.
What a waste. Poor kid's only crime was coming to Egypt.
It was an unfortunate breach of etiquette.
Unfortunate? This man was butchered.
There are rules and regulations about dealing with regents. One ignores those at one's own risk, especially within the walls of the royal palace.
You think this is Cleopatra's palace? That's the problem with women. They always confide in each other as if rumor-mongering gives them some faint measure of power.
A woman's heart beats to a different drum, Marcellus. I can tell this one has a nose for conspiracy. She may even tell us something useful.
Fine. Fetch us a jug of wine, Aquilinus, and take the service with you. We have things to discuss.
Now that the unpleasantries are out of the way, I assume we may finally discuss business.
A war? Well, we tend to win those. If you're talking about this minor disagreement between us and our wife, that is all it is. A minor disagreement.
Despite possessing endless wisdom, His Majesty is not used to dealing with Romans, especially not those with no position in the Senate. Let us slow down and clear some things up first.
I've traveled all this way so I can talk to my husband. I have absolutely no intention of watching two arrogant Romans exchange thinly veiled insults.
An advisory role to His Majesty, primarily protecting Roman interests. Those are one and the same. After all, I represent Rome here. The proconsul's death is a tragedy. We all mourn his loss. In times like this, it is natural to see enemies everywhere. Beware, however, that some people may interpret your words as accusations. It is unwise to speak of a crime of this magnitude without deeply convincing evidence. I haven't the faintest idea. Whoever arranged his murder must be very foolish indeed. Rome can be a valuable ally, but its wrath is terrifying.
Most people who are murdered simply deserve death. Perhaps this Lucullus wronged someone terribly.
Wise words, Your Majesty. Enemy is such a strong word. Egypt is a loyal ally of Rome, currently experiencing some civil disorder. Diplomatic channels remain open, as you can see.
A peace treaty? Are we at war? A queen's life is boring, Roman. Occasionally, one needs some kind of distraction. Whenever our wife gets restless, she finds a new plaything. People shed blood. It's in their nature. Better for them to shed it in the name of their god than for nothing.
Will you continue gossiping like old fishwives, or will we get to discuss terms finally?
All right. Depending on Calada's ability to keep them busy, I'd say we have enough time. Libraries, scrolls, and ledgers are your domain, Cinerus. Lead the way, but discreetly. I don't like where this is going.
I might be able to think of something to do here if you run out of ideas.
Looks like they're renovating. Too bad you're too large to fit through here, old man.
Are you looking for something, old man? Really? And what would that be? Odd.
But I guess it makes sense on account of the whole meeting business. You do look like an accountant. But who are these two men? A sensible precaution. I can let you in, but only you. You'll have to leave your guards here.
Not bad, Cinerus. Not bad at all. Go see what you can find inside. We'll wait out here.
So you want a permanent solution to our disagreement? Intriguing, we must admit. Let us hear your proposal.
My proposal is quite simple, darling. You shall cease your attack, and I shall assume my rightful place on the throne.
Ridiculous, as always. And when you sit on this throne, what should we do, we wonder? We do have an arrangement. Why would we stop that? Isn't that arrangement beneficial for Rome as well?
If I may interject, Your Radiance, it really is difficult for the legatus to understand such subtleties of commerce. Soldiers are single-minded people with a clarity of vision that can blind them to nuance. Perhaps. Yet I believe no one can claim to be an expert on warfare. The winds of Fortuna are fickle. Well, I believe the best course here would be to arrange some sort of co-rule, granting both parties equal power.
Equal?
Indeed. That way, everyone's happy, and Rome continues to benefit from our trade deal.
Indeed. Instead, I will be on the throne, and the legatus here will be my Roman liaison.
We have examined the corpse. The guard was indisputably killed by their people.
That is fantastic, Marcellus. But if you're here, where's the rest of our visiting party?
They are relaxing outside. I thought.
You thought? Why do you keep trying to do things you're not good at? Why did you leave a potentially dangerous group of people free to roam these halls?
With all due respect, Senator, you are overreacting. There are royal guards posted all around. It's not like they will set the palace on fire.
Hello, can I help you? Not at all. I oversee all transactions related to the Egyptian trade and taxation on behalf of the Senate of Rome. Certainly not. That is to say, the senator works for the Roman Senate too, you know. My name is Claudius Tranquilus. I'm not sure I can help with any kind of investigation. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I don't have any ledgers. I just keep the numbers in my head. He and the Pharaoh are in it together. I didn't know about it when I started, but when I found out, the Pharaoh said he would have me executed if I left. I did. The leader of Wixie demanded oversight of his own organization. I tried to make it impossible to decipher. I've never met someone who knew as much about ciphers and riddles as I. He is called the Great Shadow. That's all I know about him. I don't even know if he's Roman. Not a real legion, obviously. Hired thugs. Even their number is a pun on death. I don't know why the Senator employs them, but I can tell you there are 1,298 of them in his current employ. I don't think so. The proconsul's murder was very bad for us. It called too much attention to our work. I think it was the Pharaoh. They don't get along very well, the Pharaoh and the Senator. At least the Senator doesn't think so. I wish I could come with you, truly, but the Pharaoh's people will kill us both. I will. My family is well respected in Rome. I can recite all the numbers.
Your Majesty, the personal guard of your guests are sneaking about and acting suspicious in places they should not.
And where exactly should they sneak about and act suspicious? Tell me. That's right, Locagos. Nowhere. Now leave us, and try to perform your duties adequately for a change.
Are you angry, darling? If the palace of our ancestors is falling apart, you have only your own incompetence to blame.
What's your endgame here, Legate?
Truly? And here I thought our interests were aligned. There is no need to remind me.
Your Majesty, we have reason to believe our guest Praetorian Guard is up to no good. We'll need to get you to safety.
Assassination? Was that your goal all along?
Your Majesty, if I may, we promised these people safe passage. I cannot allow the death of another Roman on foreign soil.
Very well. The next time we meet, it will be on the field of battle. You will regret making an enemy of me, Roman!
That was an interesting experience.
We didn't get caught, but apparently our mere presence was enough to raise suspicion.
We found the man who keeps records for Vitellius Loco, Claudius Tranquilus. Unfortunately, he keeps them purely in his head.
He believes it was Ptolemy who killed Lucullus, so there's nothing we can use there.
Although it does mean our casus belli was sound, which is a great relief. Additionally, he confirmed that Loco is stealing tax money from Rome, and he is willing to testify before the Senate. Unfortunately, that will not be possible until we invade the city and capture this palace.
I am glad that I was able to help you in this matter. But I refuse to spend another moment in this palace until I am its mistress. Come, we must leave. We're leaving.